My name is Mustafa and I'm a six-figure funded trader with FTMO. And I was around when all the prop firms were closing down, when there was a big palaver on social media about which ones are the best, which ones are worst, when they were just coming into the space and becoming popular. I've been through it all. I've had my payouts rejected. I've been with prop firms that have closed down, ones that have stayed. I'm going to give you my take on the prop firm industry as a whole. So let's start off what actually happened with prop firms. 2024 was a very important year for prop firms. It showed which ones were the good ones and which ones were the shit ones. Regulators came in and filtered out all the crap prop firms, leaving only the good ones to stand. Now, why did those prop firms close down? It was because they simply didn't have the liquidity to pay traders out. So when prop firms came in and assessed their business models, they realized that, wait, prop firms only actually make money from traders failing their challenges. So for example, I bought a $100,000 account, which cost, $500. I would have failed that challenge and they would have kept all the money. And let's say I did manage to pass it. They would have rejected payouts. They would have made any excuse not to pay me out. Simple as. Another reason why prop firms failed is because of the MT5 license, MetaTrader 5 license. Now in 2024, MetaTrader 5 introduced that any prop firms that were going to host their platform had to have licenses. And depending on whether they gave the licenses out was depending on the business itself. So they would evaluate the business, check their business model, check their numbers, see if it all added up. Now, 90% of the prop firms ended up closing because they were just simply shit. Their only source of income was from people failing their challenges, which isn't the way a business should be run. A prop firm should be there to help traders, not to be against them. So if I'm a beginner trader and I've spent my $500 of hard-earned money and I put it into a prop firm, which is deemed to be shit, then I've just simply lost it. So when we look at prop firms such as My Forex Funds, and even recently TJR's prop firm, that even closed down. Then we had SFT, their prop firm closed down. These were all once very, very, very big and common prop firms that everyone went with. But again, their business model was shit. They were just surviving on people failing their challenges. And if someone did pass, again, like I said before, they were just rejecting payouts. Now this moves on to the red flags in a prop firm. Number one is crazy discount deals. I'm not going to mention any names, but some prop firms out there are offering 60, 50, 60, 70% discounts on prop firms. Why? That's not sustainable for a prop firm. If let's say I'm paying $500 for a $100,000 account and I get 50% off, that's $250. If I'm passing the challenge and extracting a payout, how much longer are they going to survive? That business model is shit. So if you're seeing a prop firm that's offering crazy discounts, stay away from them from the get-go. Red flag number two is their trading rules and objectives. Now, the bog standard for most reputable prop firms, ones that lasted in that 2024 palaver, the bog standard for prop firms is you have a phase 1 and phase 2. You have a maximum daily drawdown of 5% and a maximum total drawdown of 10% with a profit target of 10% in phase 1. And it's the exact same thing for the max daily and max total drawdown in phase 2. However, you have to make 5% this time. Now, if you're seeing that, that's a good sign because that's just what the industry, the most reputable firms go for in general. Now, if you're seeing ones that are saying you only have to make 8% on phase 1 and you only have to make 3 or 4% on phase 2, stay away from them. All that's going to happen is you're going to pay for the challenge. Yes, you're going to pass it, but again, you're going to get your payout rejected. It's stupid because I see all these Forex gurus online promoting these prop firms and people are buying them because they trust them and they're not actually getting any payouts. And red flag number two, if a prop firm has very recently joined the market. So last year, I can't remember the name, but there's a prop firm that joined literally when all the MT5 stuff was happening. As soon as that happened and all the prop firms were gone, new ones popped up immediately after. Now, if they've popped up straight away, they're going to offer discount straight away, which again is one of the things you're supposed to look out for and stay away from. Now, if they've popped up straight away, they haven't actually got any liquidity. If you do the research into a lot of these firms, they don't. So if a new one has popped up, don't initially buy them. Let them stand the test of time. That's the number one best thing about prop firms. let them stand the test of time. If they do that, then that's fine, go with them. Moving on to the green flags of prop firms and which ones to look for, let's look at FTMO. They are the best prop firm to date. They've never denied a payout from me. Their rules have been simple, their spreads have been simple, and their commissions are not bad at all. Their customer service support is wicked on another level. Not like these other prop firms, which take about a week to get back to you, or like their spreads will be insane, like 1 or 2 pips. That's going to stop you out as soon as you get. If you have a 2-pip stop loss, that's you gone as soon as you've entered the trade. Let's use FTMO as something to compare the prop firms to. So number one, FTMO have other assets. They have other sources of income other than people failing their challenges. So they have assets in real estate, they have assets in crypto. So just in case the company does start to go down in terms of revenue, they can always still pay traders out, like yourself and myself. Green flag number 2, their trading rule objectives are very simple. There's no hidden objectives. Everyone has access to social media. All you have to do is type in the prop firm name and just watch a good 10 videos on what people have experienced with them. That's exactly what I did when I got my most recent funded challenge. I went onto TikTok, I went onto Instagram, I went onto YouTube, and I just searched in FTMO just to see what everyone was saying about them. And there was nothing but good reviews. Their customer service was on point, their spreads were on point. The time you get your funded account between passing a challenge and then the next phase was immaculate. Everything else was good about them. If a prop firm has the bog standard trading rules of you have to make 10%, then 5%, and nothing like you have to make 8% and then 3%, that's usually a good flag. And the third, probably the most important green flag, is who they are represented by. If you're looking at a prop firm and they're represented by a well-known scammer or a person that you don't deem to be trusted, then stay away from them. Usually the ones that are the most trusted traders trade with the most trusted prop firms and therefore represent them. If you look at a prop firm and they're being represented by next guy, Joe from down there, Mohammed from down there, leave the prop firm. Look for ones that are represented by very, very trusted influencers and traders. Now the final question, are prop firms dead? No, they are not. As time goes on, new prop firms are popping up. Yes, that is a bad thing, but again, if they stand the test of time, if they're there for over a year or two, that just shows you the quality of the prop firm itself. Even though new ones are popping up and they're offering crazy discounts, stay away from them. Just stick with FTMO. They've been here for God knows how many years. They've been here over a whole decade. That in itself is an achievement, the biggest achievement in the prop firm industry. So just stick with FTMO. So prop firms are not dead and you still can utilize them to your advantage.